So they released a book a year for a decade. Okay. Those weren't small books either. I mean, they're no, like, Goblet of Fire, but they're not small. What am I doing down here? Ah. Have a solo duty. Put the thermometer down. Though, honestly, it'd be interesting to know what age the Eddings were when Pawn was released, because it's entirely plausible that they had the entire series written. Just release them at a steady pace. In we go. Well done. Now we only need wait for the thermometer to gauge the... Uh-oh. They're fiends about Archon. They're often drawn to the lingering sets of blood and death. Well, this is what you're here for. Have at it. Okay, so now we've got an AoE, a normal second attack, a second attack that gives me a damage buff, a normal third attack, and a third attack that applies a dot. And finishing this quest gives me another AoE attack, I think. Doesn't that also really wants to be used from behind. Okay. A lot of monk abilities are kind of hard to deal with to use, like, in solo play, and they are designed to be at their strongest in like dungeon and raid content. So there's very little chances to apply because that move is what, 250% stronger? No, 2.5 times stronger, so 150% stronger when it's used from behind than it is face to face. But you're really only going to get the chance to use things from behind when there's a tank taking the attention. Who the hell are you? Ooh, pretty colors. What? Wittergelt, so good of you to drag yourself all this way, you purblind sluggard. Ah, an Archon. You have far exceeded what admittedly low expectations I had of you. Suppose introductions are in order. Far be it from me to deny the realms unread the comfort of one another's company. Wittergelt, Archon. Archon, Wittergelt. The monk I spoke of sent to me by Gagaruna. Tried to make a pupil of Wittergelt as well, but he has little mind for history. His primitive beliefs in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual energies have a tenacious hold on him. I tried to make a pupil of... wow, it just took a minute to skip. Okay. Oh, truly? This is the area where there have been sightings of walking dead? I've heard the tales. Some claim they have seen an apparition wearing the garb of an ancient commander. Careful, there are still dangers about. His work is dear to him. That is good. He thirsts for knowledge, for truth. Discovery awakens him. You too have awoken, friend. Can you not feel it? Do not be frightened. Here was a battle, long ago. Much energy remains. It has found you. It flows through you. Chakra has been opened. This was the light that shone from you. It is as Eric said. Wittergelt is my name. I am a brother of the monkhood. My order is the Fist of Vralgr. Our way is to train the body and mind. Fist is our weapon. With it, we put down our enemies. The energy within us moves the fist. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened, and the life force within controlled. Chakra exists in all that lives, in all beings, yet not all beings can open them. Much training is needed, and great discipline. With these, the life force be commanded. There are those who require no training. Their inner strength is such that it forces the chakra open. I've heard of this happening, but never have I seen it. Until now. Say in you great conviction. You mean to walk the monk's path. So I will give you this, a soul crystal, the mark of my order. None but a monk may hold it, and only then with the order's leave. But your chakra is awakened. This is clear, and so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you. It remembers them, their breath and their movement. It will one day be yours, but your chakra must open further. Only then can the crystal's memories enter you. This is no more than the beginning. Now you must train. Learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand on an ancient battleground. A great war was waged here. The spirit of the fight lingers. The Aether reaches for the chakra. It aids in their opening. That is why we monks see such lands. Eric seeks these lands for reasons of his own. Fates favor you in this. Follow him. Your chakra will grow ever more. Professor Eric is leaving. Fear not, I will see to his safety. Please, brother, the aetherometer. Gather it and bring it to the Goldsmiths Guild. Okay. Yeah, I have to go back before I actually get monk status, I think. Yeah. I don't have a soul crystal yet. Turn to the... Why'd I do that? Oh, look who has decided to grace us with his presence. Did you enjoy the saunter back? I was just about to begin my analysis, so if you've matters to wish to speak on, I'd ask that you save it for... Take your stupid device, you pompous ass. You brought the aetherometer. Excellent. I had a feeling you might not be entirely useless. Now let us see what discoveries await. But I got passed along a soul crystal to you? Moved to join the monkhood by that blown-headed clod, were you? Well, I suppose it is for the best that my pupils get along. But I do believe I will see to it that you are sent to separate locations for the next round of measurements. I dare say the land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. You had best tread the monk's paths quickly if you mean to defend yourself. And me besides. Guided by the souls of monks past, you have opened a chakra within you. Lock jobs, soul crystals are required to change your current class to the job, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. A lot of this is outdated. Long and short of it, go to armory chest, go here, equip soul crystal. Oh, now we should update the pugilist set to the monk set. And the most annoying bit, and I really wish they wouldn't do this, chakra gauge. Chakra are opened by using the action meditation or by using certain weapon skills. Okay, I really wish they didn't do this. I really don't understand why it's a thing. Shine, True Strike, Snap Punch. Snakes, meditation. I really don't understand why putting on the job crystal resets your bar. Why it can't just treat you as still being in the class. So we're gonna get... good. We're gonna have a dash. Thunderclap. Just the pupil I was hoping to see. It was a hair's breadth from setting out on my own. Look at you. I dare say you appear to have been growing in brawn. The expense of brain. Right, well, let us measure some other, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Oh, and the monk simpleton, of course. Though, contrary to his nature, he has already set out for the destination I assigned him. Thinking perhaps that you are far too stupid to take, much less understand our etheric readings? It is true. You are stupid. But the aetherometer shall do all the work for you and transmit the data back to me. Oops, I appear to have tripped and dropped your fancy equipment over that cliff into the water. The soul's more suited to action. The monk simpleton and yourself need only carry the device on your person and set about beating on things as you always do. She'll capture data as you trudge about hither and yon. Aether is not the only source of all is not only the source of all magic, but also the fount of all life. Yet despite its ubiquity, it remains imperceptible. When a living thing dies, the ether comprising its life is released. When this discharge takes place, a portion of that ether remains, lingering in the physical world. No doubt you have blah blah blah, ethereal crystallizations, blah blah blah, physical manifestations, blah blah blah, apparitions of the steeds, blah blah blah, luminescent glow, blah blah blah, known as the ethereal threshold. In short, the more violent and dramatic the loss of life, the greater the amount of ether left behind, either in its imperceptible form or in its crystallizations. And where are the most lives lost in this manner? Cemeteries? No, false, you idiot! Battlefields! Do you not see? With etheric readings of those locations, we can discern the scale and more of the battles that took place there. As for those full beliefs the monkhood keeps chakra and spiritual energies and what's not, if I were to allow that truly exist, I would be inclined to say they are one and the same as Ether itself. The other churning around these ancient battle sites comes to naturally settle in the surrounding life, both plant and animal, though more so in the latter. It accumulates within them. Felling these beasts then releases that aether, causing a surge that resonates with the other within you, causing it to expand, the so-called opening of the chakra. By this, the very power of life itself within you grows. A watered-down explanation, but adequate for one of your mental prowess, I believe. Mine own wife never the patience for much things either, nor my passion. She cursed me in my work, took our children, and returned to El Amigo. I'm gonna go on a limb here and said instead, she got tired of being constantly belittled by this pompous dick. But now is not the time for that tale. The area I'm placing in your charge is Bloodshore in southeastern Lenosha. Place a thermometer in an appropriate location, and after a spell, retrieve it and bring it to me. I obtain the data I require, and you and the monk simpleton are afforded the chance to indulge your, how shall I put it, charming little backward fantasies. All are happy. Ideally, I would prefer you have a knowledgeable understanding of Bloodshore's history, but I fear we lack the time for me to educate you. I need hardly tell you that my research takes precedence over your schooling. Not attuned to there. Not attuned to there. Not attuned to there. I have like no attunements around Limsa. Okay. We're gonna jump to Limsa, and we're gonna grab a couple of attunements. Yeah, just haven't been to and left Limsa, by the looks of it. Well, I've been to Limsa, I haven't left Limsa. So what I was saying earlier is, if you have this zoomed all the way out, it's kind of hard to tell individual things on here. I keep this zoomed all the way in, so that, for instance, when I'm up in Summerford, I know exactly where the repair gear vendor is. But this is the one I use to navigate the larger world, so I really just need it to kind of tell me where I am, and I'll drag it around if I need to see more. And we've been over the fact that when you drag it around, it locks itself in place, but then you just close it and reopen it, and it'll go back. So, like, I can see that there's a quest right here, and right on top of it. It's a lot easier. It's just the way I've gotten... I wasn't here before. That's the thing. I have not been to Summerford Farms before. I have not been to any of these areas before. I think the only place I even went to was Aleport, even that. Summerford Farms bears the charge of the Admiral's Settlement Initiative. You were rewarded handsomely to brave new frontiers. Yet if we fail to fulfill our part of the bargain, the grant will be withdrawn. I am attuned to Limsa. It's not attuned to Summerford Farms. I teleported into Limsa. What do you mean I'm not attuned to Limsa? In spite of this, the washed-up pirates elect to laze their days away. There's still time. We need only clear away the rocks and debris for the area to be deemed settled. To help, you'll find a shovel outside that hut on the hillside. around Limsa. So I have attunement in Limsa, but I don't have attunement in Morby Rydocks, or didn't have in Summerford. I have Swiftport and Aleport, because those are the only Limsa, like, only Lenosian places I've gone. I don't have here, I don't have here, I don't have here, I don't have here, because I haven't been any of those places, and I don't have... So I don't have attunement in a whole bunch of places around Limsa, aka Lenosha, because I haven't been there. That's what I was saying. I am a Miqo'te and I dig the hole. Dwarfs aren't a playable class in this game, so I can't. Just missed one back. Yep, missed this one. So I can see there's a quest over there. So I basically plan to go down here. I'm sure at some point we'll be back for that quest. Certainly proven you're not one to let obstacles stand in your path. Only these supposedly pioneering pirates were half as industrious as you. Spanning borders is all well and good, but the Admiral ought to know rugged frontiers can't be settled by layabouts. That's it? The only reason I even went up this way at all was to attune. Western Thanalan, Western Thanalan, Western Thanalan. Well, this time we've dug ourselves into a hole well and truly. Brimstone while shoveling through the mines, and other rocks are rife with the reek of rotten eggs. The gas grew to be too much to bear. Need this clear earth crystal if you're to restore the earth and plug the leak properly. Just mind the Searfed clouds brought on by the brimstone. I am literally right on top of it. would expect a surfeit cloud. Go. Call me Saitama. That's a breath of fresh air. Many of the miners, a bit of brimstone is nothing to write home about, but I'm the one who has to write the letters when the gluttons choke to death down there. The price is metal command in the wake of the calamity will make us either rich or dead. That's the mist. Oh, we're here though. Okay, there's that. Just keeping an eye out for any of the other ones. The purple ones are fate quests. They're a little breathtaking, is it not? Prod sails turning, rugged gears churning, the mill never stops, and so neither can the millers assigned to its upkeep. Vigilance is the key. By addressing tomorrow's issues today, we ensure the wheels of prosperity continue to grind. Unfortunately, I have my hands full with the work of the day. I cannot leave my station to tend to inspection. I trust this duty to you. Seek out the other 3 millers, hear their concern, and apprise the White Zarin of your findings. See the mill spinning, don't you? What more do you need to know? The problem I have is you meddling in my chores. Away with you then. Just asking a question. No need to cross you, little bugger. The mill is fine. We'd be wiser to concern ourselves with the grubby scavengers that rob us of our yield. Didn't notice anything off myself, but let's have a look now, shall we? Look there. The sail's nicked a bit. Nothing urgent, mind you. The cloth we use. Sails out on the sea, made to stand up to bluster and wind. Trust you enjoyed your tour of the mill? You're impressed, yes? The of a Shushu's sail is most worrisome indeed. The matter shall be remedied at once. Delay acting until trouble occurs is to ask for trouble. Gray fleet stops for nothing. Full sail ahead.